one of the biggest upsets in MMA history. We're about to find out what happens here as the bell rings. Round 1 is underway. Again, Bushido rules, 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round.
Yep, and Emelianenko, he has got his hands up this time, unlike with his fight against Nogueira when he was shooting from his hips.
Kohsaka goes for the shot, but Emelianenko immediately reverses the tables, and now in the guard, boss, is just raining down those blows lefts and rights in typical Emelianenko fashion.
I said it, you do not want to have him in your guard. He's throwing sledgehammers, and there you see already some blood. And there's a cut above the eye. Hey, how is that?
There's a stop by Emelianenko.
He's got already a cut to the blue corner, and that the blue corner is Kohsaka's corner.
And I wonder what Emelianenko is going to aim for as we begin action once again. There's a knee delivered by Kohsaka, just charging Emelianenko. He sweeps him aside, boss. And he's on the butt scoop position. Emelianenko receives an up kick, but right through the open guard, boss.
Yep, and this is his bread and butter, because now he's going to start raining. Hey, leg lock. Oh.
Attempts a leg lock and continues to go against.
See how he pushed him down. He's just pushing him down.
Nice sprawl.
He has so much power.
Now into side mount right away. Beautiful job by Emelianenko. And there's a right bomb delivered to the face of Kohsaka. As you said, boss, it's like a sledgehammer, a jackhammer.
Yeah, Kohsaka needs to.
Champion.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but Kohsaka needs to use that left leg that he has there on his hip to push him away. You do not want to stay in this position, trust me. Because he's aiming, you see, he's aiming for the cut.
Of course, and that's what when the action resumed, I said kind of facetiously, what is he going to go for, boss? I mean, come on, that's exactly the target area, and it's not good. The blood coming out of the eye of TK Kohsaka, and now Emelianenko just neutralizing him there. And you know that Fyodor Emelianenko, a classy world heavyweight champion, he'll want to punish him, no doubt about that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And you know that, I guess, the timeout is coming as head referee Yuji Shimada has called for another timeout. They're going to look over the fight. All right, let's see how much longer this goes, as Emelianenko will now start top position here. Well, actually, he'll be in the half guard.
Yep, not in that butterfly bodyguard, whatever it was. Yeah, it's going to be an onslaught now.
Of course, Kohsaka definitely has to do what he can to try to protect his eye, try to protect himself from, as you mentioned, boss, the onslaught of the Pride World Heavyweight Champion. Kohsaka looking for the leg lock again and giving marks for that. A nice sprawl by Emelianenko, but Kohsaka definitely trying his hardest here.
You know what the thing is? If Fedor gets too aggressive, he smells the victory and he's going to concentrate only on that eye, that could be a problem. He can be caught in an armbar or something.
Great point, boss.
Now, it's Fedor we're talking about, so probably he's not, you know, he will be a focus. But
like you say, he's still human after all. And
yes.
if you, like you smell the blood, like you say, and you focus, it just takes that one moment as you see Kohsaka trying to work from the bottom. But you're right. I mean, Fyodor Emelianenko, one would not expect him to make such a mistake, but anything can happen. And Emelianenko continues to control, even though he's in the closed guard of Kohsaka.
Bobbing and weaving from the ground. So even when the jackhammers come down, he let him miss. Real good, real smart, especially when you have a little cut.
Ground and pound continues from the guard. Now Kohsaka trying to keep him tight, doing the right thing here, boss. Just trying to hold Emelianenko against him, not wanting to create that distance.
Yeah,
but he has to also reverse this somehow, look for the sweep somehow, which is, you know, again, easier said than done against the Pride World Heavyweight Champ.
Yep. He's raining down some heels there on the calves of Fyodor Emelianenko.
There you see Hidehiko Yoshida yelling out instructions to TK. Yoshida, of course, preparing for his main event, which will happen in the first round of the Pride middleweight tourney against Wanderlei Silva. Rematch of their very exciting bout from the 2003 middleweight tournament. That really put Yoshida on the map, even though he lost to the Pride World middleweight champion.
He's doing a good job now, TK, in protecting himself from the punches. He's blocking him and he's bobbing and weaving.
Can you bob and weave on the ground like that? I guess so.
Hey, yeah. It's bobbing weaving. I call it like that. Look at him. See? Moves
Still,
left to
he's
the right.
responding.
Yeah.
Doing his best attempts at trying to evade the barrage of blows from Emelianenko.
And for the people at home who think, oh, there's a lot of blood, let me explain you again, because I pretty much do this every show, so I might as well do it again. A little cut can cause a lot of blood. It doesn't mean it's something serious. It's a little cut, your heart rate is up all the way, and of course it will pump out then.
You're right about that, boss, and really there is still that stigma attached to this great sport of ourselves here, and really, you've mentioned it and put it perfectly. The blood, yes, but it's not as dangerous as it looks at this time, because if it was, the fight would be stopped.
Oh, yeah. You saw there, by the way, TK, in the middle of our little conversation we had, he was looking for an armbar, but he saw Fedor already pulling it out real fast, so he gave that up. They're going to probably clean it again. So when you get a fake eye, a black eye, do not blow your nose. Out in the open, okay, not in a napkin.
Are you happy,
Whoa.
or are you surprised, not happy, boss, but are you surprised that it's that TK has survived this much with
Yes.
the cut over his left eye and knowing, you know, who he's in there against?
Yes, because, you know, this way he won't lose any face here with the Japanese fans. They're cheering for him.
That's right, and definitely he is the favorite here in his native Japan, but Emelianenko continues just to rain down those blows one after another, taking the ground and pound to another level.
Yep, and he needs to work because the ref apparently gave him a red card before, so that meant that he wasn't working enough.
And of course,
so now he's going and turn it on.
We got red cards endemic here to Bushido, where there is no quota. The referee will hand them out at his discretion. Stacks up, and again he's going for that leg lock.
Armbar leg lock combination, but Fedor is gone before he even can come close.
And you know, Emelianenko knows all about the leg locks, a former Sambo champion as well. So if he's a expert in Sambo, he knows how to escape those leg locks too, boss.
Yep. And I hate it to say, because I've been in the situation that TK is in right now. One eye closed, even worse. In the other eye, I lost my contact lens, but also
was that
filled
against
up
Kevin in
Randleman.
UFC 20?
Yep. And it's bad.
So how did you survive that? Like, what did you do to protect your eye, or to give you that necessary energy to continue, boss? Because you're right, you may be able to speak firsthand of it. So
yeah,
shed some light on this.
It's just very difficult, because you lay on your back, and once also his nose is hit, so he's swallowing blood all the time while he's laying on his back. I got nausea from all the blood that I was swallowing. One eye filled up with blood, and the other, yeah, like I said, I lost my contact. Having eyes like -5.5, that means I can't read if something 2 feet is away from me. And I'm talking about big letters.
Are you surprised that Fyodor Emelianenko is not being more aggressive right now, boss?
Yes, actually I am. I think he really should go and try to finish this fight now. Because what we got about 2 minutes left into the fight. In the first round, I mean, of course.
Yeah, we're down to about 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in round number 1.
But TK seems to survive this, and if he can hold it up for 1.5 minutes more, and they can clean him up a little bit in the corner, God knows what will happen round number 2.
You know, Fyodor Emelianenko is scheduled to defend the Pride World Heavyweight Championship against Mirko Krokop later this year. But right now in this non-title affair, he's definitely dominating the fight. But again, boss, oh, there's TK again from the bottom with some strikes that do some damage, boss. And again, the aggressiveness of the Pride World Heavyweight Champion right now, is it just because he's taking his time methodically trying to dismantle TK, or is there something else at work here?
You know, that's a good question, because I just wanted to say it. In the opening of the fight, I said that he gained some weight around his waist. Is he maybe not in such a super shape right now? That's why he's preserving his energy? I don't know. Why he's not going balls out?
The main event of Bushido 6, and yes, maybe you definitely hit on something there, boss, because
oh, nice.
Next there.
A left. Was that a jab? And he had it with a jab. He knocked him out with a jab. And he's got
a power shot.
That guillotine, if that... Whoa,
look at TK,
nice
though, man. Fighting with all he's worth. And you know, Bushido is the way of the warrior, and TK Kohsaka definitely showcasing that samurai spirit in this battle against Emelianenko. Desperately trying to survive the last 25 seconds of round number 1.
Fedor is non-stop annoying him, putting his hand or his forearm on his throat, you know, let him think about other things.
Boss, we're into the final 10 seconds now of this first round. Is this a moral victory for TK, knowing that he survived the opening 10 minutes, having had the cut over the left eye against the Pride World Heavyweight Champ? Is that any sort of motivation going into the second round?
The one thing, in my eyes, TK can't lose anymore. Even if he loses, that's not a loss for me, because he hang in there, he's a warrior, he showed the heart of a warrior, and we're opening the show here with the cherry blossoms, everything about the samurai. Well, here you got him right there.